Hello everyone and welcome back to day 35 of the Dusty Classic. Coughed already, that's great, isn't it? Literally about 10 seconds into the video and already I've started coughing. Right, we're good though. Today we continue on with round number 2. We have the Mega Powers, Hulk Hogan, alongside the Macho Man Randy Savage. Going up against two calls, Scotty 2 Hottie and Grandmaster Sexay. So this should be an interesting match. Looking forward to seeing how this is going to pan out. I'd say, again, I'm completely impartial here. Don't get me wrong, completely impartial. But for the interest of this tournament, getting the best teams possible through, I would prefer to see the Mega Powers go. But again, it's we'll see what the game gives us. We've seen some weird and wonderful results so far, so let's see what we get this time. Also in tonight's episode, we're going to have the Butcher and the Blade going up against the Hollywood Blondes. Of course, stunning Steve Austin and flying Brian Pillman. And Steve Austin actually currently the one half of the YouTube Tag Team Champions. Alongside Triple H in the two-man power trip. And at the moment it is the Mega Powers who are in firm control of this one. Big strikes in their head there by Hogan, taking down Scotty 2 Hottie, and Savage going to go in for the pin. Grandmaster Sexay is back in though. And Hogan needs to work... Oh, okay, Sexy comes up behind Savage as Hogan now reigning the rights. Hogan wrenching down the arm of Scotty 2 Hottie. As Sexay drops a nice leg drop. Summoning the spirit of Jack Evans there. And, okay, Grandmaster Sexay hitting a big move there as Scotty 2 Hottie just dumping Hogan to the outside. This is an opportunity now, but no, Hogan is back in. And Hogan now with Scotty up. Going to drop him head first across that top rope. And then he's going to make it across to break up that pin. And there is the atomic leg drop. That could be enough. That very much could be enough. Hogan with a pin, but Scotty 2 Hottie was back up on his feet and was able to break it up. Savage now with a pin on Grandmaster Sexay once again. Only enough for a 2 count. And this is the opportunity here for the Mega Powers because they're 2-on-1 inside the ring. Big close on the back of the head there by Hogan. Scotty 2 Hottie re-enters the ring and catches Savage with the forearm. And now Scotty with the Falcon Arrow. I don't quite know what happened there. Hogan just seemed to have dived. Not quite sure what's going on there, but either way, Scotty now with the jab in the face of Hogan, and now in with that spinning neckbreaker. Scotty now winding up with a big right hand as well. And you see both members of Too Cool here just really concentrating on Hogan, trying to take him out of the match, but Savage comes back round to help out his tag team partner with the atomic drop. And a big atomic elbow into the head as well. Big stiff forearm there by Scotty 2 Hottie on Savage. And all of a sudden, Too Cool in firm control again. Big strikes in the face there by Scotty 2 Hottie. Oh, he's feeling it now. The dance moves are starting to come out. Hogan though with a headbutt on Grandmaster Sexay. Remember, our place in round 3 is up for grabs in this one. And of course that place in round 3 will be against the winners of our match later on in this video. Like I said, the Butcher and the Blade versus the Hollywood Blondes. Scotty's in the ring now with the clubbing blow into the back of Randy Savage. Savage back up on his feet. Scotty too hot. He sends him into the corner and then in with that running clothesline. There's the pin as Hogan trying to take out Grandmaster Sexay. And oh my god, it's enough. Too Cool have just knocked out the Mega Powers. Too Cool have knocked out the Mega Powers. Too Cool in the first round defeated the Big Show and Andre the Giant of the Giants. And now in the second round, Too Cool have just taken out potential favourites in the Mega Powers. I can't believe it. Holy guacamole, ladies and gentlemen. This is insanity. But there we go. Too Cool, Scotty Too Hotty and Grandmaster Sexy are victorious. They move through to round number 3. And we move on to our main event here tonight. And here we go then. The Butcher and the Blade versus Stunning Steve Austin and Flying Brian Pillman of the Hollywood Blondes. Should be a very interesting match, this one. To make it into this round, let's have a quick check and see what they did. So, the Butcher and the Blade defeated the Hybrid 2 in an all AEW first round match. And the Hollywood Blondes defeated the Varsity Blondes, of course. We saw Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison up against Stunning Steve Austin and Flying Brian Pillman. God, I don't know what it is today. I'm struggling a bit here. Seems to have a bit of a frog in my throat at the moment. I don't know what's going on. The Blade really letting Flying Brian Pillman think about that as Butcher just takes a kick in the gut from Stunning Steve and just stares him down like, what on earth are you doing, my friend? Before wiping him out himself. Into a gut wrench suplex. Stunning Steve now with a gut buster on the Butcher. The Butcher and the Blade. The Butcher and the Blade. One is a genius, the other's insane. There you go. Props for guessing that. So a big opportunity here for the Hollywood Blondes. Now 2-on-1 inside the ring. They've managed to get the big man on the outside in the Butcher. And now it's a case of Pillman and Stunning Steve trying to take out the Blade. But now here comes the Butcher back. Clubbing blows into Pillman and a nice running big boot flattens him. And the Blade sends Stunning Steve to the outside. And this match is going to descend onto the outside now. Remember, as always, no disqualifications, no countouts in these Tornado Tag Team matches. Therefore, anything goes on the outside here. You see the Blade did bring a sledgehammer out. Not been used yet. He seemed to change his mind. But Stunning Steve fighting back there on the Butcher. Pillman's back out here as well. The Blade dropping Austin with the Northern Light suplex. And now the Butcher gets taken down by Flying Brian Pillman. Pillman now with a steel chair. Oh, looking to rock it in the face of the Blade. The Butcher. The Butcher battering him away as the Blade dropping Stunning Steve again with that delayed vertical suplex. And the Butcher and the Blade in firm control again. Butcher now taking Pillman up onto a choke slam on the outside. High impact maneuver. That's going to do some damage. Nice Saito suplex there by the Butcher. And it's a real, chaos, this match at the moment. The match has been sat on the outside for quite some time. Be interesting to see who does get their opponent back in the ring first and tries to get that victory. But the damage has been done to all of these guys now, and it looks like, well, the Butcher sending Pillman, and they're both sending each other's opponents into the announce table. Taking it in turns. And, okay, well, Austin won that little battle then by the looks of it. He was the only one who didn't get his head smashed off the announce table. Into another DDT on the outside. The Butcher sends Pillman back into the ring. Picks up the sledgehammer. Right into the spine, the lower spine, the coccyx of Pillman. That's really painful. Really painful. And now we're going to see the opportunity here as the Butcher rolls him over into the pin. Austin's back up, though, in the ring. Boot in the back of Butcher to break that pin up. And now here comes a battle between these two. Both fantastic strikers. But it's the Butcher who has firm control of this, just butchering the face of stunning Steve Austin before bringing him out of the corner the hard way. It's 2-on-1 now. The Blade needs to get back in the ring to help his partner out. Pillman spins the Butcher around. He's going to springboard over the top of the Blade into the clothesline. Taking down the Butcher. There's the pin, but the Blade's there to break it up straight away. Stunning Steve back up on his feet, re-enters the ring as well. The Blade just STOs Pillman down into the pin now. Stunning Steve with a DDT. I don't know if he's going to get there in time. He's not. And the Butcher and the Blade are victorious too. Big surprise in this for me. I really thought the Mega Powers versus the Hollywood Blondes in the next round was going to happen. Evidently not. Like I said, the game has its own way of doing things. So instead of the Mega Powers versus the Hollywood Blondes, we're going to get Too Cool versus the Butcher and the Blade in round 3. Who saw that one coming, ladies and gentlemen? Not me. Definitely not me. Well, there we go. Too Cool and the Butcher and the Blade make their way through to the first half of episode 60. The other match we will find out tomorrow, as we will see the Undisputed Era's Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong going up against Triple Threats Bam Bam Bigelow and Shane Douglas. And we'll see Axe and Smash of Demolition going up against the Wild Samoans, Afa and Seeker. Of course, if you have enjoyed this one, like, subscribe, they have good stuff, and I will see you again next time for the next episode of the Dusty Classic. Bye-bye.